And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now he's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sport. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. ETN with it. Powers by at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. And they'll call that one every time.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Draw play, ETN. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamison Williams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan.
Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Williams being motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he shifts past him. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to pour it on in the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On the draw, it's Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great... effort there. 65 yards. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second and 3. Going left side, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains. At the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great... And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.